stop now. Stop while you can. I mean, you can make it in this life if you try. We all got a sad story. It ain't nobody walking around here that ain't got a sad story. Everybody's got a sad story, but at the end of the day, the ball's in your court.
Yeah.
You have the opportunity to turn your story around.
Get ready for news and views from Lubbock, Texas, USA. What's going on? And real talk with people who move and do things. This is the Focus LBK Show with your host, Robert Jenkins.
Hey, what's good, LBK? This is your brother, Robert Jenkins, coming with Season 3, Episode 137 of the Focus LBK Show. I'm sure y'all can see this man to my right needs no introduction. Everybody in Lubbock know this gentleman, but in case you don't, his name is Scotty Scott. He's the proprietor of everything you need, t-shirts and more, over there on Parkway Drive. Ain't that Parkway Drive? 4th Street? What's that?
East 4th Street.
East 4th Street, yeah. Right there where Estacado Matador Barbershop used to be back in the day.
Yes, sir.
Also, member of the 100 Black Men of West Texas. And I think you are over the Fishing Derby
Yes, sir.
committee.
Yes, sir. So thanks for having me. I'm Scotty Scott, owner, operator. Everything You Need Plus Tees is the name of the store. Everything You Need Plus Tees, 1704 East 4th Street is where we're located. I'm also a member, proud member, and on the board as well of the 100 Black Men of West Texas. And I am the chair of the Charles and Rose Hankston Annual Fishing Derby, just put on by the 100 Black Men of West Texas, partnered up with Texas Game Wardens Association.
Okay, and for anybody that don't know out there, I'm a member of the 102, and one of the things that we real big on is mentoring. And so it may look like to outsiders that the fishing derby it's all fun and games, and it is. Yes. But it's fun and games for a purpose. And what date is that coming up on, that fishing derby?
So the fishing derby is coming up this year, July 25th. It'll be the 30th annual Charles and Rose Hankston Fishing Derby. So we've reached a milestone, being at 30 now. It was handed over to me by the founder, Charles Hankston, as everybody. That's where the name come from. Him and his wife Rose. He put me over it a couple years ago, and we just try to make it do what it do. The fishing derby is it's an opportunity. It's probably the second biggest event of the year put on by the 100 Black Men of West Texas. The first being the scholarship gala. As you know, we raise money to give out qualifying high school graduates money to pursue their college education.
Yeah.
So that's our number one. Is a gala, which has now, this will be the first year it turns into a luncheon, backdoored by the fishing derby.
So we're gonna get into that little luncheon and all the rationale behind that. But before we do that, man, I want to really explore this fishing derby a little bit more, and just talk about the mission of the 100 and how that fishing derby ties into it. And I want to say this too before we get started deep into it. For all y'all out there that would like to come to that fishing derby, we invite you to come. But for adults, please, as Reverend Hankston would say, bring a kid. Don't just come and you grown and be fishing up all the catfish. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yes, sir. It is in fact, let's keep it real. It is an opportunity for community engagement, but it's also an opportunity for the 100 Black Men, as our primary focus is to mentor.
Yeah.
We're here to speak with the youth and talk to the youth and things of that nature. Now, when it comes to the fishing derby, all are welcome. But as you said, as Pastor Hankston says, come fish and hang out, but man, bring some kids with you. If you ain't got no kids, bring your neighbor's kids. Just bring a kid.
Yeah. You can just grab a kid off the street. Wait, hold up. Don't grab a kid. Don't grab a kid off the street if you don't know them.
Not without the parents' permission.
Talk to their parents first. That'll be a trip. Somebody show up with a bunch of kids.
Yeah.
And they mad. They're like, I don't even know this dude.
Yes, sir.
No, we don't
You're
need
right.
none of that.
You're
We
right.
don't need none of that. That's illegal. All right.
Yeah.
All right. But man, if y'all ain't never been to the fishing derby, I'm gonna tell you, I've been to about 2 or 3 of them. I can't remember now. About 2 or 3 of them, and it's
sir.
always a good time, man. It's
Yes,
first
sir.
of all, you outdoors
Yes, sir.
in the sun, not the heat, but you in the sunshine. Everybody
Yes.
loves the sunshine.
Yes, you're right. You know, the fishing derby is an opportunity to get the kids outside, for us to mentor to the kids, but just get them outside because, I mean, nowadays video games run the world, video games and TV. So anytime you can bring them kids outside and show them something different, and at the same time give people like myself, yourself, Pastor Hangston, and several other members of the 100 an opportunity to just speak with the kids, hang out with the kids, let them see life at a different angle, let them see things differently. It's good, and it's great for community engagement in whole, I think.
Mm-hmm. Now, you know, there are some other fishing events, but I think it's important to point out.
It's highly important to point out, me being the chair who communicate with the Game Wardens Association around this time of the year. Every year I was over there with them a couple years ago in a meeting and found out from the lieutenant over there that the Charles and Rose Hangston Annual Fishing Derby by the 100 Black Men of West Texas is now, as of I think the year before last, and obviously still now, 2 years later, the biggest and longest running fishing derby in the state of Texas. So, you know, we want to congratulate Pastor Hangston on that, congratulate him on this milestone, congratulate the city of Lubbock. You know, we show up when we need to, I guess, and that's a beautiful thing.
Like I said, I've been to 2 or 3 of them, man, and it is always a good time. And you know, my thing is photography. I love making photos, so that's primarily what I be doing: walking around, making photos, and just mixing and mingling. And I tell you what, man, everybody that I see out there, whether they, you know, from 9 to 99,
Yes.
they be smiling, they be having a good time.
Yes, sir.
They be fishing. What tripped me out, the kids ain't scared to grab them fish neither, and they catfish.
Not at all. Like, it's amazing how quick them kids is to grab. When they catch a fish, they'll pull it off that hook and throw it in that bucket. And I'm a grown man, and I won't do that.
I was gonna say I wouldn't do it unless it's the end of the world and we gotta eat.
Yeah,
Zombie
and
apocalypse.
it's crazy that you mentioned that. So, Pastor Hangston, when he came up with this a few years back, well, obviously several years back, his motto was, if you buy a man a fish, you feed him for a day. If you teach a man to fish, you feed him for a lifetime. So we kind of take that and run with it when it comes to talking to these kids and talking to the community. Not to mention that anything you catch, you keep. So mind you, whatever you catch, you can take home with you. It's not a catch and release. Partnered up with the Game Wardens Association allows you to do free fishing that day, meaning there is no fishing license required for the day of the event, only for the day of the event. So let's make that clear. But you do not need a license for July 25th to come out to the fishing derby. You catch, you keep. We also provide breakfast and lunch, hamburgers and hot dogs come lunch. I took over as the chair a couple years ago, in communication with the 100, of course, and with Pastor Hangston, who handed down to me, making sure, you know, I don't want to do nothing without speaking to the guys who guided me and handed me over this and trusted me with it. We have resource vendors out there as well. You know, nobody's out there selling anything. So when I say vendors, I just use the term loosely for lack of a better word. But to be specific, we have resource vendors out there, meaning the various resources offered in the city of Lubbock that people may not be aware of. While you're out there fishing, hanging out, having a good time, and getting something to eat, you may come across something that's important and valuable that you could use for your own personal, you know, household, whatever you got going. And we do give away for prizes to the kids, you know, who catches the biggest fish, the most fish, the smallest fish. We order about 1,200 pounds of catfish from out of state that we have dumped into May Simmons. And out of those 1,200 pounds of catfish, we get a couple albino fish as well. So if you catch an albino fish, you'll get a prize for that too. We try to keep it long with things offered.
Yeah, and it's a trip, man. I've been there a couple times for that process. I think the dude come down from Oklahoma, don't he?
Yes.
He brings a truck down from Oklahoma with a special tank on the back with all them 2,000 pounds of fish or whatever it is. And the cat, they be about this big. I'm talking, they about a foot and something long, about 12, 15 inches long, about that big around. These ain't no little fish, you know what I'm saying?
They're not. There's a kid out there, I think last year, the kid that caught the biggest fish, I think it weighed in at like almost 8 pounds, something like that.
Well, that's plenty good eating right there, boy.
Yeah, he can feed him and his family if he wanted to.
Shoot. I tell you what. Now, one of the things that I saw out there one time, I saw some older cats, and we kind of touched on this already. I saw some older cats by themselves. Got their little special little fishing spot. They be holed up in the corner on the bridge, yanking them in. I was like, come on, man.
Yes, sir. Don't get me wrong, man. We want everybody to come out and have a good time, but just be mindful that we're doing for the kids. I mean, you're more than welcome to come out and do your thing too, but be respectful and let these kids hang, and keep in mind the event is from 7 a.m. to 2 p.m. With that being said, it does not start till 7 a.m., Robert. So please, don't show up at 3, 4 in the morning.
Yeah.
Because if
that's
you show
good
up
fishing
at 3,
time.
if you show up at 3, 4 in the morning, whatever consequences, that's between you and them. I'm telling you. But if you show up at 7, hey, you gold. Anything else? To each his own.
Yeah. That is a trip. And when I was the last one that I went to, I didn't go to the last one. I had a shoot that day, but I sent one of my guys out there to cover it.
Yes.
So he got the video and the photos and stuff. But the one I went to, man, the prizes that we gave out.
Oh yeah,
we ain't talking about no little TG&Y pop guns and stuff.
Toys for Tots, not Toys for Tots. What's the name of that store?
Toys R Us.
Toys R Us. They don't even exist anymore, so we ain't got them kind of toys. We might. You just never know. We might give you a bike. We've given bikes. We've given TVs. Mm-hmm. Thanks to the people who contribute and partner up with us on them toy donations. The prizes are really nice. You can get a TV. You won't get a video game, so don't look for no Xbox or nothing. But you very well might get a TV or a bike.
Might get a fishing pole.
A fishing pole.
That's what you need right there. Now, one thing I want to mention too, man, is like I say, this is all about mentoring. And so we just we launched off into this. Yes, it is the fishing derby. Yes, it is coming up in July. We do want to see y'all there. But with the 100 Black Men of West Texas, one of our motto is what they see is what they'll be. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
And Scott, talk to us a little bit about the importance of mentorship, because you have spoken openly about this many times. You had some trouble early in life that you have just mightily overcome now. But
yes.
was it a lack of mentorship that let you slide on the wrong path?
I wouldn't necessarily say it was a lack of mentorship. It was just a lack of, of being hard-headed. My family has always supported me and had my back, even, they didn't agree with a lot of things I did, but I just, I chose the wrong path. So it took me, dropping the ball time and time again to realize this ain't what's it. So once I decided to make that change, and as me coming from the streets and the neighborhood and that lifestyle and seeing the craziness out there now, that's why I glorify, if that's the right word. I praise, I guess is the word I'm looking for, the 100 Black Men of West Texas and what they do, because these kids, man, these youngsters, they need somebody in their corner, and that's one thing I saw that it's crazy out here, man, and change is necessary and change is needed, and I think it's a beautiful thing when people like ourselves, especially people like myself personally who come from that life, can get out here, and I know from experience, talk to these kids and promote change, promote positivity, and just be an ear if nothing else. Just sit there, just listen, and hear what they got to say, and just be in their corner, man. And I think that can very much so make a difference and point kids or even some adults in the right direction who may be going down that wrong path. So mentorship is very significant and very important, I believe.
Yeah, I've heard I get around the community quite a bit and covering stuff and making photos and all that, and I've actually heard people say that one of the reasons the kids go wrong or get started on the wrong path is because it's not that much stuff to do in Lubbock. And in one particular instance I'm thinking about, people was mad when the pools first went away, all the swimming pools, and they were saying that that's why the kids getting in trouble, because we don't have swimming pools for them to go to or places for them to go to. Do you think it's any truth to that, or do it have to be a place to go to, or what?
I think definitely there's something that needs to be created for kids to have something to do and a place to go. I think them shutting down all the pools was definitely a step in the wrong direction. I mean, how you gonna close a swimming pool and replace it with a pad? To me, that a splash that don't make no sense. But I mean, that's fine for 4 or 5 year olds to they'll run through that little. I mean, we was kids, we ran through a sprinkler.
Yeah.
So it had the times of our life.
Yeah.
So at that age.
Yeah.
And that's basically what them splash pads are now. It's
Fancy
for
sprinklers,
5, 6 year olds, fancy sprinklers, like you say, to do their thing. But I think the swimming pools need to be reopened, and I think there needs to be other things for these kids to do and other places for these kids to go as well, because that is a problem. That is a problem. A lack of for our youth, and that's why we, as the 100, and even me personally, you personally, different people, work so hard at just speaking to the kids when we can, because we can't give you a pool, but I mean, at least we can give you some game. We can talk to you. We can hear you talk. Stuff like that.
What time frame did you grow up in? What decade?
I was born in '76. I just turned 50 in January, so I was I guess growing up in the '80s and '90s.
Okay, so you about like me. I was born in '73, and I remember I can remember stuff good from about 78, 77, 78.
Yeah.
On up to now, of course, and man, it just seemed like when I was a kid, it seemed like we was much more innocent in certain ways than some of the kids that even at young age, like 8 or 9, that I see nowadays. The stuff they be saying and doing be kind of blowing my wig back a little bit.
It do, man, because part of the problem is nowadays there ain't no mama grannies no more. There ain't no big mamas no more. There's everybody just wants to do their own thing, and one thing we all know, even as we grew up, Robert, it takes a village to raise a child. So that's even so now. So I mean, when you see something happening that is not cool, man, I think it's respectfully, of course, don't cross no lines you ain't got no business crossing. I ain't telling you that, but respectfully, step up to the plate.
Yeah.
Help out, help out.
Yeah, I was just thinking back to we was talking about pools, man. I was just thinking in my mind, and man, I remember I used to go over to George Woods all the time. That was the pool I used to go to. A couple times I went to May Simmons.
Yes, sir.
But really, it was George Woods was my pool, and back in them days, man, Pops used to, I don't know what he be doing, man, but he'd drop me off at like when they open.
Yeah,
and then come back when they close, what I'm saying? And give me like $5. Yeah, I got that. That was plenty of food back, and that was snacks and stuff back
it was. It gets you through the whole day back then. Yes, sir.
Get that locker in there, put your stuff in there, man. But I haven't thought about that memory in a long time. I mean, one time over here at George Woods, had to walk over my grandma's house. Dad just forgot about me, man. I don't know what happened, but I know I was. Man, it started getting dark, what I'm saying? I was looking up.
Yes, sir.
Like,
but that the beauty of that is, Robert, though, that you could get dropped off and be there all day, have the time of your life and be safe at the same time.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You're having the time of your life and your parents they know you're okay, and we need that now.
Yeah.
That's just one of the things we need now. We need a lot of other things that need to be corrected, fixed, and even overturned. But that's the beauty of then versus now. That was the beauty of the pool versus now.
Yeah. I don't know how we got on the pool. We started off talking about fish, and now we're on pool. But really, it just boiled down to water and things to do in the community. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Oh man, I feel like today, man, the kids just face a whole lot of different stuff that we didn't face. Even though we might have been poor or you might have had some issues, but it seemed like things today is just way more complicated and way more. What's the word? Like scary or like precarious or something. You know what I'm saying? Just some of the stuff that I see and hear about.
Yeah. I'm with you. I'm trying to think of the right word to use too to fits that. But nowadays it's man, I wish I could think of the word because it's at the tip of my tongue and I know what you're talking about. But I think the kids are so busy trying to prove something that don't need to be proved, trying to prove how hard they are. They ain't, man, you got, I'm going to tell you something. They spend so much time trying to prove how hard they are to a bunch of nobodies, and I think that's one of the problems, man. Because, when you let these kids step up too much, the fall is that much harder.
Yeah.
You gotta when you see these kids trying to prove themselves, man, it's in a negative way.
Yeah.
It's always good to prove yourself in a positive way, but in a negative way, man, it's okay to tell that child, to tell that young adult, man, chill out.
Yeah.
Forget it, man. It ain't even worth it. Chill out.
Yeah. I stole a phrase from you. Say, oh, man, you need to chill and be still.
Chill and be still.
That's what I be.
That's a whole movement. Chill and be still, and that's one thing people don't understand is that I with that movement, I tell people all the time, man, you can chill and be still and still be real.
Oh yeah.
It don't make you fake. It don't make you phony. It don't make you scary just because you want to sit down and chill.
Nah.
It actually makes you smart.
It makes you smart, and at this time of my life, man, that's all I want to do is sit down with lovely wife, like I say, and man, just chill. We ain't ain't nothing loud going on, ain't nothing crazy going on. Just what y'all doing? Sitting on the porch.
That's it, man. Relaxing. That's how I am too. If you chill and be still, you can sit in the comfort of like we are right now. If you choose not to chill and be still, guess what? They got a place for you.
Yeah.
And it ain't comfortable and it ain't quiet. It's hot.
Yeah.
It's cold. Like there ain't we in AC right now. We cold drinks, stuff like that. Me, I like to smoke cigars. Well, they got a place that can strip you from all that if you don't, including your wife and family. So, quit while you're ahead. That's what I like to tell people. Quit while you're ahead, and if you stumble, it's okay. Just bounce back and lesson learned. Can't keep doing the same thing and not expect the same results.
Yeah. What was if you don't mind me asking, what was when you was out there in the streets? What was the appeal? What was the draw, the pull to it? You know what I'm saying?
Man, just that I was infatuated with all the wrong things, man. I guess, seeing it, I don't, Biggie had a phrase back in the day in one of his songs, and pardon my language, Miss Jenkins, but, his thing was money, hoes, and clothes. That's what I was infatuated with back then. That's what I was infatuated with back then. I wanted some things and I wanted them then. And so I took the wrong path to get them. With that being said, I don't have any shame or regret of my past because I feel like that my past is what made me the man I am today. And today I am a humbled man, I am a giving back man, and I am a grateful man. I'm grateful that I overcame all those adversities, those trials and tribulations, and I'm grateful now because I have my wife by my side, I have my kids by my side, I have my grandkids by my side, and the same streets I once ran, I give back to. now I go back and give back to them, and giving back to my community, the 100 Black men giving back to the community, talking to these youngsters so that they can avoid them jails and avoid them penitentiaries and stuff like that is something we all need to do. Doesn't matter if you're part of the 100 Black men or any other organization. If you're just, you just from the neighborhood, you just on the block, man, and you walk outside to check your mail or, whatever it is, and you see these youngsters out there tripping out, man, it's okay to go check them. It's okay to chill them out. It's needed. It's needed. That's what prompted the Chill and Be Still movement is all the gun violence against these youngsters, man. And it takes all of us. It doesn't matter if you're a part of an organization or not. It takes all of us to talk to these kids and put them on the right path. If they're on the wrong path or if they're on the verge of going on the wrong path, keep them right or get them right.
It's something that you mentioned gun violence, and one of the things that I'm a strong believer in, I'm a strong Second Amendment advocate, Second Amendment supporter, enthusiast, as they say. And I feel like, personally, we ought to take some of these young men and get some responsible firearms training for them. Because one of the things they teach you when you go to a concealed carry class or any other kind of training, they teach you when you can legally defend yourself and what happens if it ain't legal and you shoot. And I think drawing that distinction about this is acceptable, all this ain't. And if you do this, you going to jail. You going to the pen. You know what I'm saying?
Sir, yeah.
I remember one time we was talking with I think it was some kind of meeting with the Black men, and it was some law enforcement cats from Dallas.
Yes, sir.
And the dude said he was some high-ranking law enforcement official. I can't remember his rank and his unit and all that, but he was pretty up there. And he was saying in Dallas at that time.
It stopped recording.
It stopped?
Yeah.
Did it go off?
It's on standby.
It's on stand? What does that mean? Oh, well, hit record again.
For some reason, I saw the monitor block.
Yeah, I don't know. I gotta look at that camera, boy. That camera's 2012 when that camera came out. We still rolling on the back on there though, right?
Everything's still running.
Okay, good.
But that camera went off.
But it's on now?
Yes,
Okay. So so the guy was saying, he said in Dallas, man, the biggest thing they seeing is wannabe rappers having beef with other wannabe rappers, shooting each other in real life over fake music and fake gang stuff on tape.
Yeah, I 100% agree with. When he said that, I understood what he said because, don't get me wrong, I ain't never been a rapper and I ain't never tried to be, but at the end of the day, I know everybody out here.
It stopped again?
Yes.
What is it saying?
He's saying it keeps going in black, then go back to the camera.
Is the battery good?
It says 93.
What's the film like? The SD card look full, or how many minutes do it say?
We got an hour and 51 minutes left.
I don't understand what's going on.
But it keeps going black. Maybe it's the camera itself.
Yeah, it must be. Well, is it on now?
Just says it's on, but it's not recording.
Okay, well, don't worry about it. We'll try to finish up. We're recording right here, though, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's try to finish it up, man. I don't know what's up with that. But go ahead. You were saying?
Yeah, I was saying, man, that I ain't never been a rapper and I ain't never tried to be, but when that gentleman had said that in that meeting that day, I heard what he was saying because it made sense to me because nowadays, man, everybody out here think they the world's greatest rapper. Everybody out here want to rap and most of what they saying makes no sense. Right. And the worst part of what they saying that makes no sense is you creating a whole bunch of unnecessary hoopla.
Yeah.
And creating a whole bunch of unnecessary beef, trying to be something you ain't.
How about make music? If you're a rapper, how about you make music?
Make music. Yeah, exactly. Make music.
What beef got to do with rap?
I agree.
The only beef that I used to hear about in rap growing up, man, was on wax. It was dissing each other on wax. But you see, even that got out of hand, Biggie and Pac now.
Yeah.
And I thought people would have learned their lesson from that.
Yeah.
Let's do it again.
It's like complete.
When you're messing with technology, I got my old school cameras here. These some of the first cameras I ever bought. So that might be a sign it's time to
upgrade.
Look, huh?
It's time to get a new one.
Yeah, it might be time to get a new one. Y'all bear with us, LBK. Of course, your technology fail right when you having a good conversation. You know, it don't it don't fail at the beginning when you clearing your throat. You know what I'm saying? Let me clear my throat. But anyway, yeah. What's the point of hip hop and violence, man? Why don't you just make some music?
Just make some music, man. Make some music and make some money if it makes sense.
That's what I'm talking about. And what killed me the most when he said that, I was thinking to myself, these are unknown local rappers killing each other over unknown local music and unknown local beef that ain't got nothing to do with nothing.
Don't nobody know.
Like, come on.
Ain't nobody even heard outside of your next door neighbor. Don't nobody even know who you is.
Right.
And now you out here creating all this, domino effect of violence.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it seemed to me like, man, they talking about chill and be still. That's what they need to do for real.
Yeah.
Chill and be still. Since you come from the hood, from the block, you came from that situation and that whole setting back in the day, that carries a certain credibility, especially to some kids that might be in that today right now or thinking about it or kind of trapped in that situation.
Yes, sir.
What would you say to them, man? What other than chill and be still? Tell them, dissuade them. Tell them it ain't worth it. You know what I'm saying?
It's not worth it, man. It's one thing I tell people right now that I know from personal experience, because I've been there and done that, man, is at the end of the day, it's two things and two things only that come with them streets. And two things and two things only you're guaranteed to receive out of them streets. And those two things are either caskets and court dates. You're either going to get caught or you're going to get shot. And it's simply a matter of time. And you may get both. So live your life, man. Live your life. Don't cut it short.
Yeah.
The streets, that's all the streets got to give you. They're going to give you a court date or they're going to give you a casket.
Yeah.
Or they might give you both. Way before it's your time.
Yeah, yeah. I run with a group called Freedom in Jesus Prison Ministry. And so we go into these prisons and minister to the inmates in there and talk to them, man. And some people want to accept Jesus, you know what I'm saying? Some people just need you to pray for them or pray with them.
Yes,
and I will tell you, man, I'm the kind of cat, I never was in them streets like that. I kind of, had my little time around the time I dropped out of college and before I joined the Air Force.
Sir.
I had a little, I ripped and ran a little bit in the streets, but not to no serious extent.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I got you.
And I don't know. So I'm the kind of cat, I didn't even know where the Lubbock jail was.
Yeah.
So to go into a prison and actually see what it's like and hear that big old door, it's slow too. It's take all day to close. But when it closes, it's a clank, boy.
Yeah,
you are in there.
Yeah.
And the first time I did that, man, my heart said, oh,
with
I'm
concrete
trapped.
all the way around you.
You can't get, man, it ain't nothing you can do.
Nothing.
That's
man.
I remember thinking the first time I went in, I say, man, I ain't never had my freedom taken away, and I value my freedom immensely. And when that door closed, boy, I just, something in me panicked. I was like,
yeah.
I felt like I was about to run or something, man. You know what I'm saying?
It's a whole nother life, Robert. And it's a life that I wouldn't recommend for nobody. And I've been behind that clanking door, and I've been behind that clanking door more than once, but more than a few times actually. And I just made up my mind that I was done, and that ain't what's up no more. I walked away on my own terms, and that's cool. I'm happy about that. I'm even more happier that I walked away before it was too late.
Yeah.
And I now take my life's experiences to go speak to these youngsters or even some of these adults. Man, stop now. Stop while you can. I mean, you can make it in this life if you try. We all got a sad story. It ain't nobody walking around here that ain't got a sad story. Everybody's got a sad story, but at the end of the day, the ball's in your court.
Yeah.
You have the opportunity to turn your story around.
Yeah. That old meme you always see, everybody's fighting a battle that you don't know nothing about. That's true. But at the same time, you ain't got to fight the battle in an illegal way. You ain't got to fight the battle in a senseless way. You know what I'm saying? Do it in a constructive way.
Yeah. Just remember, man, in order to make it this way, legitly, the right way, just remember this, man. Patience is a virtue and progress is a process. You keep that mentality, you'll get exactly where you're trying to go. Just be patient.
Progress is a process.
Progress is a process, yes, sir.
That right there sound like words to remember to me. Matter of fact, I'm gonna start saying that. I already say chill and be still. I'm gonna start saying progress is a process.
Yes, sir.
So when you hear me say that, don't get mad.
I won't.
I'm telling you, I'm stealing it right now.
I won't. Cut me a check.
Well,
nah, it's all, you know.
Well, what had happened was, you know.
It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. It's all love, man. And anything that I can pass on to the next man, woman, boy, or child, I'm more than happy to do so.
Yeah.
Whatever can help with the ultimate goal is mentorship and get these kids out while they can, while we can get them out before it's too late.
Yeah. Now, what made you join the 100 Black Men of West Texas? Just because they had that mentorship key in the part or piece of their program?
Yes, sir. The president himself, Mr. Reggie Dial, is a good personal friend, close friend of mine. We both come from East Lubbock, and I come home and he's doing all these great things with the 100 and with his own personal endeavors and me coming home and seeing how crazy it is out here, because it's a whole lot worse now than what it was when I was out here, and it wasn't that great when I was out here, but it's with these youngsters, it's 10 times worse now. So me realizing and seeing that change is needed and change is necessary, and realizing or discovering there's an organization like the 100 Black Men of West Texas who their sole purpose is to mentor, to just talk to these kids. I mean, we use the politically correct term, which is mentor, but really just talk to these kids, man. Just chop it up with these kids. And so seeing that was needed, and then me being the person who come from that life, who has that experience, you know, that street life, that prison life, jail life. I mean, I even done juvenile hall stretches, so I go way back to the correctional facility. So coming from that life, man, and seeing what it is out here, I wanted to make a change. I want to encourage change, and I want to find a way to get with some people who did it. So when I found the 100 Black Men of West Texas and realized what they were about and learned what they were about, that's what made me want to join. And on top of that, I come from that life, so I can get up close and personal a little bit more than what the next man might can, because I've been there. So with that in mind, I'm hoping that maybe it would help that young man or that woman listen a little bit closer.
Right.
Because I've been there. I'm telling you what I know.
Yeah, yeah. Is there anything that we haven't touched on that we need to touch on before we jet?
Nah, I think we got it.
I think so too. Before we close it out, man, tell them one more time about that fishing derby.
Fishing derby, man. So the fishing derby will be at May Simmons Lake this year. It's the 30th annual fishing derby. It is completely free fishing. There'll be free food. The 100 Black Men will get out there with some free breakfast, you know, while supplies last, whatever that may consist of, burritos, donuts, whatever. And then we'll be cooking hamburgers and hot dogs as well that we'll give to everybody. And the kids, they get free prizes, man. You know, who catches the biggest fish, the smallest fish, the most fish, things of that nature. If you're lucky enough to catch one of them albino fish, you'll get a prize. It's from 7 a.m. to 2 p.m. Please remember, it's from 7 a.m. to 2 p.m. on July 25th, and it's free fishing for that day. You are not allowed to get there. You can't go set up shop overnight. I mean, and if you come, which we encourage you to come, we just ask that you please bring some kids with you. Don't matter who they are, just bring some with you and share the lake.
Yeah, so you can bring baby's kids if you need to.
Bring babies.
Just bring some kids with you, though. You know
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right. Well, LBK, y'all heard it right here. And if you haven't been to the fishing derby, the 100 Black Men, Charles and Rose Hankson fishing derby, man, you are really missing out on something. It's a good time, even if you don't know how to fish. When I went, I think the first year they was teaching people how to fish, because I think it was some rangers out there. What you call them?
Texas Game Warden. They'll
Wardens.
be out there and they'll
Yeah.
still help you, man. And
Yeah.
the fishing derby is a great opportunity for community engagement. It's a great opportunity for mentorship, but it's also a great opportunity for community engagement in whole. And now, as I have taken over the fishing derby over the last couple of years, we provide resource vendors out there as well. So, somebody out there at one of them tables may have some very valuable information for you personally or somebody in your family that you can take back to them.
Right. So it sounds like it's a win-win situation. You get to chill out in the sun, out in nature at a beautiful park with the beautiful community, doing a beautiful activity, learning how to fish, which is actually a skill that'll feed you and your family. And it's going to be vendors out there that might have some life-changing information for you. So that's what I'm saying. How you going to lose? What is it to lose? It's everything to gain.
And a positive light on our neighborhood, East
real.
Lubbock. We rep the east side to the fullest, and there's so much negative backlash over multiple years on east side. So it's always important to bring a positive light to that neighborhood, and it's always as equal, if not more important, to bring the whole neighborhood, bring the whole city over there, and let the whole community engage.
Yeah, and that's he right about that. It be everybody over there. It be black, white, Hispanic, Chinese, whatever. They be there fishing, chilling. So y'all come on out on July 25th.
July 25th from 7 a.m. Yep, 7 a.m. to 2 p.m. at May Simmons Lake.
Yeah, we'll see y'all out there. And if we don't see you out there, I'm going to look at you funny next time I see you. I'm going to look at you like, I ain't see you out there where you was at. No, I ain't going to do that. But I'm going to think about it. All right, LBK, y'all take it easy. This is Robert Jenkins signing off for the Focus LBK show. Peace.